because with the help of these formulas we can solve many problems just within a quick time. The math formulas must memorize for the set. So let's see what are those. So we are just going to move that. The first formula is, and we will solve the example also. So the first one is, look at this, the this one. If you can read this, okay, please
Yeah,
read.
I got it. All right. The following simple formula will make it very easy for you to solve problems involving percent change. Percent
Yes.
change is equal to change over original times 100. Percent
Okay.
change math formula.
So this for the little explanation, we solve the example also. The following simple formula will make it very easy. That formula is the percent change. If a long statement is given, as you have seen, that a lot of time these statements are so lengthy, but they are asking something about the rate of change or percent change. So we will have to do it. That percent change, if you are asking for the percent change, so the change, actual change and the original quantity, and if we can multiply this ratio with 100, we will get the percent change. So it's a very magical formula. So that's why I'm saying that last time what you were committing the mistakes, and there was a little what we can say room for the improvement, that the statements are wrong, and that time if somebody cannot get the gist of that just to make use of this formula, so it's a very difficult to get the solution within a very limit time, a very short time. So let's see. This is just like that, that we will have to keep, if we are looking for the percent change, so change we will have to calculate the change, and we will have to write the original value. So the ratio of this, and if we are multiplying with this with the 100, we will get the percent change. So how? Let's see. For example, look at this. This formula is uh, works both for the problems involving percent increase and problem involving percent decrease. So let's look at a simple example. So first we will solve this. We will use this formula to solve the example. So that is, let's see if you can read my screen. Can you
All
read
right.
this?
Let's look at a simple example.
Yes.
Suppose that x increases from 8 to 9. By what percent does x increase? Well, the original value is 8, and the change is 9 minus 8, which is equal to 1. Therefore, the percent change is 1 over 8 times 100, equal to 12.5. So x increases by 12.5.
So this is the best use of that formula. So after a long statement, I have just selected in a very quick short words. Let's look at the example. Suppose that x is increases from 8 to 9, but that wasn't at the case over there. So you can find in very limited words a problem. The problem may be in a very lengthy story, that there may be someone XYZ, they are just doing this and they are getting the increase, and something is changing in this rate, and the value is becoming just like that, and then you will have to find the percent rate of decrease or increase. So whatsoever the case is, but what you will have to locate from that story, that if something is increasing from one value, this value, let's suppose, to another value, so these two values are very important. That first is the, what we can say, that from 8 to 9, so the original value is 8, and if it is increasing, so this will be more than this original value. If it is decreasing, so that the decreased value must be less than this. So by what percent? The question is the understatement from that story, if you find this type of the story in your paper, so what you will have to do, by what percent does X increases? And that may be in the form of that write down the right expression or select the right expression to measure the percent increase or decrease, whatsoever the case is there. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
I'm explaining in the sense that because if the things are just like that, which is written in front of you, then it's a matter of second. But I'm sure that the things are not written in this form. There will be a story, and there will be something is increasing or decreasing, and then at the end of that, they are asking definitely this type of the statement that what percent does X increases, or they may ask that write down that expression from where you can measure the percent rate of increase or decrease or whatsoever the case is. So this is the most important point, that whenever there is a story, the lengthy statements are there. So you will have to just get out the basic information just like that in this format, that this is the original value and this is what we are looking for, the percent increase or decrease. So this is a point to be noted. So whenever there is a long story, so you will have to get this, that what is the value at the original value, and then what is the change and what they are asking for. Either they are looking for the specific answer, or they are just asking for the statement which can describe that rate of change in percent. Anyhow, well, the original value is 8, so it's a given. So from there, from that long story, we will have to extract that what was the original value and what is the change. So we can make the calculation, and then we will have to use the percent change. That is the change over the original value into 100. So what is the formula?
So change
Change
over the original value multiplied by 100.
100. So that is the formula that you will have to memorize, you will have to write down, you will have to recall at that time, the right time. If you are recalling the right formula at the right time, so you will get the absolutely correct answer. There must not be any doubt about the that question. So that's why last time we have missed a few problems that you couldn't get the right answer. The reason was that the story was lengthy and you are not locating the digital format of that what is given and what is the expression. Anyhow, so these formulas are very helpful. So the most important thing is that whenever there is a lengthy statement of the question, so you must jot down all those mathematical digits, and then you will have to write the expression that may be just like this formula, or if you are looking for the absolute value. So there should not be any difficulty. But anyhow, this was the first formula, and that can be utilized where you are looking for the change, the rate of change, the expression for the change in percentages or whatsoever these type of the askings are there. So you must use this formula tactfully. Anyhow, we are just moving to the next slide. So next formula, that is this one. The change an average to a sum, use the following formula. So this is all about what we are looking for, the change. What I mean to say, that average or arithmetic mean, or you are looking for the central value, or if you are looking for the rate or whatsoever is the change and average to a sum. So sum, if you are looking for the sum and average is given, and you can count the number of objects, then you will have to use this, that sum is equal to average multiplied by the number of the item, the total quantity. This formula can often be used to save a lot of time on statistics questions of all difficulty level. Are you getting this?
Yeah.
Is there any doubt? You know that. I am sure that you know
Yeah.
all these formulas. But I am just repeating for this reason that you must recall all these, and if the questions are there, so you must choose them tactfully. But anyhow, this is the formula to calculate. Here we can calculate three things. Either we are looking for the sum, so we'll have to multiply the average with the number. If you are looking for the average, so we'll have to divide this sum with the total number. If the numbers are missing, so you can also find these numbers, the sum and the average can be divided, so you can get the number. So let's see. We are just going to explain this with the example. So let's look at a simple example. Please read if you can from here.
Okay. The
Yes.
average arithmetic mean of five numbers is 20. When the six when a six number is added, the average of the six numbers is 30. Where is the sixth number?
Okay. Let's see. If you have a pen and paper, do you have?
I actually don't. My dog ate my pen, and I don't have one on me right now.
Okay. So let's see. How can you solve this? Any idea? If you can explain
Yeah.
in a few words.
So it would be the average of five numbers is 20. So it it's pretty much five times uh x divided. No. Wait, it's 5x divided by. Oh wait, no, it's um.
Actually, the
What?
question is, it's absolutely right. The average arithmetic mean of five numbers is 20. So the total will
Right.
become 100. 5 into 20, that will be 100. Total of the five number is 100. When a sixth number is added, the average of the sixth number is 30. Now the average of five number is given. Also the average of six number is given. Then what is the sixth number? So what we will have to do, we will have to get the two totals. The first is 120 and 6 3s are 18. So 180 is the sum of the six numbers, and we are looking for that number which is being added to make the average 30. Then 180 minus 100, that will be 180 minus 100 is 80. So that sixth number is 80. Are you getting me? What I am saying?
Okay,
Hello?
yeah, I'm starting to get it. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
harder to think about
Oh,
it
yeah,
without like writing it.
yes. Now let's see. This was the whole story in mathematical format. Let's look at the simple example. Well, the sum of the five numbers is 20 into 5. 20 into 5 is 100. Am I right? Are you getting this? That is
Yeah.
sum of the five numbers. Average is given, the quantity is given. So this is the sum of five numbers. The sum of the six number is average is given, and now one more five, one more six. And if you are multiplying these two numbers, you will get 180. The sixth number is the sum of the six minus the sum of the five, you will get 180 only. So this will be the sixth number,
Okay.
which is being added to get to make the average 30 of six number. This was the average 20 of the five numbers. So the answer is 80. So that's why I'm saying in this way. So the things are simple, but these are given in the complex form of a long story. So that simple example can be what we can say that may be a part of a long story, and you will have to find these things. So that's why you must have to be what we can say that first of all, write the English sentences into the mathematical expression. Then you can know that what you will have to do. But this formula is a magical, uh, can do the magic when you are looking for the answer within the seconds. So you can get the right choice. Anyhow, we are moving to the next one. That is, you should know the following formula to compute the slope of a line on SAT math day. Slope math formula. So this formula is a lot of time there is a what we can say the geometrical format is also there, and a lot of questions are coming from the Cartesian geometry. That was Rene Descartes who has invented this analytical geometry. Actually, we have two types of the geometries. One is Euclidean geometry, that is all about the figures and the practical work and just to make the calculation and this and that. Analytical geometry, that is called also the Cartesian geometry, that was what we can say introduced first time a French mathematician René Descartes. So Descartes, we called it. So as he was just in the sense in this what we can say idea just to solve the problem in an analytical way. Let's suppose if the two lines are given or a line is passing from the 2 points, so what is the position of that line? What is the inclination from where it is passing through? So this is all about the analytical. Otherwise, you can get the graph paper, you can draw the line and you will get the exact position. But anyhow, if you are not doing all that drawing the graph paper and measuring the scale and just rescaling the things on the paper, so the shortest way is the slope is that is denoted by m, and it is the ratio between the rise and the run. So rise is in the upward direction, run is to the left or right, whatsoever the direction is. So if the 2 points are given only, that is x1 y1 or x2 y2, so the difference of the ordinates divided by the difference of the abscissas, this ratio will be the slope of that line, and this slope will clearly indicate the rise or the fall or the direction of the line which is under consideration. So I'm sure that you can find the slope of any line which is passing through 2 points, that is x1, x2. So y2, first is y2 minus y1. Order is very important. Then x2 minus x1, because the line is running from left to right. So first point is x1 y1, the second point is x2 y2. So that's why you will have to locate the position from the starting end to the start. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Now let's see the simple example is here x1 y1 and x2
Right.
y2 are any 2 points on the line, and m stands for the slope. So to get the slope, we must have 2 points, because when the line is passing through 2 points, we can uh, judge, we can locate its position, its inclination, wherever it is going upward or downward or whatsoever. So these are the 2 points, very important, and we will have to find the ratio of the differences of their coordinates. What I mean to say, the difference of the ordinates to the difference of the abscissas. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, that will be the slope, that is a pure number m. Note that the y coordinates are subtracted first in the numerator. So this is the most important step. So sometimes we are in a quick time, we are just doing the reverse of that. So notable thing is that this thing must be in all the time in your mind, that note that the y coordinates are subtracted first in the numerator. So we will have to
Right.
start from the numerator. If you are reversing that, so you will not get the right answer. So y coordinate must be subtracted first. And a common error is to subtract the x coordinate first. So sometimes, because x is coming first, so sometimes we are committing this mistake to subtract the x coordinates. So we will have to be extra careful about that, that y coordinate must be, those coordinates must be subtracted first, then to the ratio of these difference of the x coordinates. So this is the most critical point. Okay, let's see. Here is an example. If you read, please, what?
Sure. What is the slope of a line that passes through the points -1, comma 3, and 2, comma 5?
So what should be your answer?
So it'd be 5 minus 3, which is
Okay,
2 over 2 minus, so it's 2 over 3.
2 over 3, absolutely right answer. So this time, what you are doing, that is simple, 5 minus 3 and 2 minus will become positive. So 2 plus 3 and 5 minus 3 is 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So 2 by 3 is the absolutely right answer. That is the slope. So algebraic solution is just like that. We have x2 minus x1, 5 minus 3, as you were saying, that is 2, and x2 minus x1, that is 2 minus minus plus, and we have 3. So m is the slope of the line passing through these 2 points, that is 2 by 3. So absolutely right answer. Uh, Geometric solution is, there are two. That's why I'm saying that geometry is divided into two branches. One is the Cartesian, and the second one is the Euclidean geometry. So this time, if you don't know about those things, so geometric solution is to get from -1, 3 to 2, 5. These are the 2 points from where the line is passing. We move up 2. So here we are using the graph paper, and we are locating the scale. We are making the legends that this much, these number of scales must be equal to this much unit, 2, and right 3. So from this point, so rise is 2 and run is 3. Therefore, 2 by 3, because this ratio rise to the run. So rise is 2 and the run is 3. What I mean to say, I'm using rise, that is the upward direction. We can say that is along the y-axis. And when I'm saying run, so that is moving to the right or the left. So that is parallel to, that is along the x-axis. Are you getting these terms? Rise and run.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rise is
there.
just yeah, the y-axis and changing y,
Along the
and then
y-axis, okay,
yeah.
and run is along the x-axis. So 2 by 3 is. So to get better understanding of the geometric solution, it may be helpful to plot the 2 points. That's why I was saying that is a Euclidean way to solve the geometrical problem. That first you should make the coordinate planes, the x-axis and y-axis, locate 2 points according to the set predetermined scales, and visually observe how you would move up, then right to get from the first point to the second point. So this is the actual way to get the, to measure the slope, the inclination. Slope is basically the inclination of that line. So locate 2 points, draw 2 points, and then draw the line between 2 points and look at this, that what is the actual ratio of their rise and run. So in addition to the slope formula, you should know the slope intercept form of an equation of a line. So basically slope is the basic step to determine the line, this equation of the straight line. So this format is y is equal to mx plus b. So this is a simple one, but the question is just in a complicated form. What I mean to say, that the points are given, the slopes are given, the intercepts are given, the equations are given, and you are asked to write the, select the right one. So what you will have to do, you will have to find the intercepts, you will have to calculate the this m, and then you can select the right format in this form. So this is called the slope intercept form, where m is the slope and b is the intercept. That may be a, or that may be b or c or whatsoever is, and we can get two intercepts. Either it is intercepting x-axis or y-axis. So this may be the final format of the straight line with slope
Right.
intercept form. Now let's see. Here, as usual, m is the slope of the line and b is the y coordinate of the y intercept of the
Yeah.
line. So this line is intercepting y axis. In other words, the point 0, 0 for the x, because it is just touching the y-axis as the x-axis at the origin, and b is the height, is on the line. B is where the line hits y-axis. So uh, at that point, at this point where the x is 0 and b is the height, that line will intercept y-axis. So that is called, b is called the y-intercept. So this may be C, this may be A, because this is the point where the x-axis or y-axis is intercepted by the line running through that point. So that will be either the y-intercept or the x-intercept. Anyhow, that's why this is called the y-intercept. So as an example, let's write an equation of the line that has a slope of 3 and passes through the point 0 and minus 5. So what is your guess? How can you write the equation of line when the
So
slope
it'd
is
be
given?
y equals
Yes.
3x, and it'd be minus 5
Okay,
or
okay.
5.
Because this is in this way. We are given that m is 30 and b is minus 5. So thus the equation of the line in slope intercept form is y is equal to 3x minus 5. So minus 5 is clearly indicating that this will be in the, what we can say, the lower part of, below the origin, negative, at negative y, where y-axis is negative, that is below the origin, and when the value is 5 over there on the y-axis and x will be 0 over there, that is the point of intersection of the line and the y-axis. So that's why it is negative. Can you imagine this, that where should it be? It should be below the
Um,
origin, below the origin.
right, because it starts at -5.
Negative part. So above the origin, the y axis is positive, and below the origin, when you are coming down, so this will be negative values. Similarly, on the right of the origin, that is 0, the x value will be positive, and if you are moving to the left, that will be negative. So in this way, you can get the right answer or the right location of the line. So they may ask that what is the location of the line anyhow. So this is the supplementary question anyhow. As a special case of the equation y is equal to mx plus b, note that a horizontal line has the equation of the form y is equal to b. Horizontal line. What I mean to say, that line is parallel to y-axis. Sorry, x-axis. So that is the horizontal line equation has y is equal to b. Are you getting this?
Right.
So this is a special case. Y is equal to mx when m is 0. There is no slope. This line is parallel to the x-axis. So that's why y is equal to b. So
Yeah.
this will be just like b is the position above or below. It's depending upon the sign. If b is positive, so that must be above the origin. And if b is negative, So, but that line has no inclination. That must be parallel to x-axis. Are you getting this? Can you visualize this? That is at the height b on the what we can say y-axis, but that is parallel to x-axis. Are you getting this? Hello, are you with me?
Yeah, so are you saying for a vertical line or just horizontal still?
Horizontal, that's a horizontal,
Yeah,
because you can see just like that. If I'm just going to make this, these are the axes, let's suppose, and b is somewhere on this y-axis. So this is the line, because m is slope is 0, or if
right.
b is negative, this is the line. So these two lines are parallel to what? These two lines are parallel to x-axis, because this is the x-axis, this is the x-axis, this is the origin. Are you getting this? What I am saying now?
Yeah,
So these are the two lines. These are these. So if B is positive, that will be this one. B is negative, this will be this one. I'm sure that it's clear now that how to
yeah.
get the parallel line to the y-axis. So that's why, as a special case of the equation y is equal to mx plus b, note that the horizontal line has an equation of the form. So they can ask that what is the equation, locate the equation of the horizontal
Yeah.
line. If they are just saying horizontal line in slope intercept form, so forget about the m, just write y is equal to b, and that will be the horizontal line which is parallel to x axis. And you
Okay.
also can see the next one. This is because the slope of the horizontal line is 0. And the same case can be with the vertical line. For
Right.
example, the horizontal line passing through the point 5, 3, the equation has y is equal to 3 only. Okay. If the
Okay.
point is also mentioned that 5, 3, the horizontal line will be, the equation will be y is equal to 3, and no use of this x coordinate because it's a
Yeah,
parallel.
because
We are
yeah,
not looking for, the second point is also not given. We are not looking for, what I mean to say, the slope, because these are the parallel, these are the horizontal lines. You should also know that the vertical line has the equation of the form x is equal to a. So that is all about that story. If this time the equation is vertical, the line is vertical, then the equation is x is equal to a. So from here, we can say if the line is parallel to x-axis, y is equal to b. If it is parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis, the equation is x is equal to a. So alternatively, so if parallel to x-axis, y is equal to b. Parallel to y-axis, x is equal to a. So
right.
it's a vertical line. You know what vertical line is? That is parallel to y-axis, straight upward direction, coming out from the vertical position parallel to y-axis. So these are the two special equations. So if somebody is asking
Right.
to write down the equation of the horizontal line, you must say y is equal to b. And if they are asking for the line which is a vertical line that is parallel to y-axis, x is equal to a. So simple as this. There is no calculation. That is just only the location and the understanding of the position. Anyhow,
We have a question.
yes, yes,
Was it
yes,
I thought
please.
that it was like undefined, the slope of a vertical line. I thought you couldn't like do it.
Undefined, and that is what you are asking about. That is the gradient of the line. That is the derivative. That sometimes we are describing this m as the ratio of dy by dx. What I mean to say, the derivative of a line with respect to x, that is called the gradient, and gradient is also called the slope. And if the slope is undefined, what I mean to say, if you are getting the infinity, that something divided by 0 that cannot be defined. So at that time, that line is also vertical. What I mean to say, because its slope is not determined, we cannot find the slope of that line. So that is another thing. And you can also say that with the undefined slope, the lines are not in a tilted position. They are either parallel to x-axis or y-axis. Are you getting this?
Right.
What I am saying? Now,
Yeah.
repeat the question. Let's see what you are asking, what I am telling you. Please repeat your question.
Oh, like the question I asked before about the line being undefined?
Yes. Line undefined,
Yeah.
can the slope will be undefined.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Slope is, if the slope is undefined, so we can say either the line is parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. Either they are vertical or the horizontal, because their slopes cannot be defined, and of course they don't have any slope. Either they are parallel, horizontal, or they are vertical. So if something is vertical, if somebody is asking that find out the slope of this tower, so you say it's a nonsense. If they are asking about the Pisa tower, what is the slope? You can say, okay, it's inclined somewhere. Have you
Right.
seen that in somewhere in the picture, the Pisa tower somewhere in Italy?
Oh, like the Tower of Pisa?
Oh yes, that is inclined somewhere. So if somebody is asking, okay, what is the slope of this pole? You say slope is undefined because it's a vertical. So that is the case when the slope is undefined. You can say the line is either vertical or horizontal. Anyhow, that was the question I have. Note that a vertical line has no slope. That's the next coming. Please read this one. You will get the answer of these questions.
Okay.
Note.
Note that a vertical line has no slope and therefore cannot be written in slope-intercept form.
So this is the answer of your question, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If the slope is undefined, there is no slope, so you cannot write in slope intercept form. So this is all about that, the vertical line. Next, for example, the vertical line passing through the point 5, 3. The equation has x is equal to 5. No slope is involved.
Right.
You should also know the following two facts. Parallel line have the same slope. Are you getting this? Parallel lines.
Parallel lines
If the
have
two
to have the
lines are
same
parallel,
slope.
their slopes are equal
Right.
because they are at the same inclination. If they are parallel, they have the same slope. Okay. And what about the perpendicular line? Any idea?
They have to have I think it's like reciprocal slope, like flip, if I
What?
remember right.
Uh,
It's like
uh,
the slope is like like the reciprocal of the slope or
Negative
something like that.
reciprocal. Negative
Oh,
reciprocal.
negative reciprocal. Yeah.
So please read this one.
Perpendicular lines have slopes that are negative reciprocals of each other.
That's what you are saying.
Yeah.
So this is all about today's lesson. So I will send all these slides with the, what we can say, a video clip, very short video clip of these slides. So very soon I will find the time and I will send you. So this is the time to say goodbye. Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Okay. All right.
Any question if you want to ask?
Not really.
Okay, so I will keep on uh, discussing all these formulas. So we have almost 2 to 3 dozen formulas which are being used and which must be in handy with you. So I will send all these slides. Keep them and
Okay.
just read them, and definitely you will get the benefit. And whenever a long story is written over there, so you will have to select the right formula for the right question. Okay, Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much.
All right.